Hi guys and dolls, just want to do a quick update with you. My hand is swollen still. As you know, those of you who watch my videos regularly, I had surgery on my hand not long ago, and unfortunately, my hand has been forced to do extra work despite the fact that it's trying to heal because I've been on crutches because I injured my tib fib slash ankle. So you get to be on crutches and in a wheelchair and you get to do all of that, and it's just nothing but a party. Not exactly a party. Anyway, I want to talk to you about being in denial about your relationship being over. Um, I was there too for years, many years, because there were signs and then there were not so subtle signs that this person doesn't have interest in you, genuine interest in you, because if they did, they would not do the things that they're doing. They would not say the things that they're saying. In my case, he was an over the road truck driver and he was complaining about Missouri was the worst thing in the world. It was hell on earth and it was just the worst thing. And I said, you don't have to come back. And this is when we were dating. There's a red flag, and there were plenty of red flags. One of the biggest red flags for me was he's in love with his money. Typical narcissist, they will choose an inanimate object to fall in love with: their house, their car, their job, their whatever. Um, and he owed his ex-wife a ton of money for child support. And that should have been hightail it out of there, because that's not just a child support thing. That is a character flaw. That is I don't care about you and the kids need to eat and they need diapers on their butt and they blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to hear all that. My money is my money. I know those are my kids too, but you better get 2 or 3 or 10 jobs because this is my damn money. So that should have been my first clue. And my mentality was, that's between the two of them. I'm staying out of it. And that was the wrong attitude to have. It's a character flaw. That's the type of person this individual is. So, no, it's not between him and his ex wife. It is between him, her, the kids, and you. Because when you sign on with someone with younger kids, that's a whole new nightmare that we won't even go into that topic for this sake of this video, because that's not what this video is about. But I strongly am against people seeing someone with younger kids, especially if their mother's still alive. If the mother's not alive, you don't have to deal with her, which sounds harsh, but I'm just telling you. But if he doesn't discipline his children correctly, and it's a whole can of worms that she hates you because you're with him, and I don't want that bee telling my kids what to do. Excuse me, heifer? Excuse me? If they're in my damn house, I'm the queen of this castle, and if anybody don't like it, there's the door, get out. I'm feeding them, I'm looking out for them, I'm protecting them, I'm being a mom to them, even though they're not my children. I am being a mother to them because that's natural for me to do. And you got a problem with it? Take your kids. Peace out. Anyway, I wasn't even going to go there, but that just popped out. That happens to me a lot when I do videos. But you got to learn the signs, and you got to know when this person doesn't want you anymore. This person complained about Missouri was the worst thing in the world, but then he had a mistress the whole time he knew me. He probably knew her longer than he knew me. And she's in Missouri, the worst place in the world. So let me tell you what he wasn't saying when he was saying all that. What he was saying is, Missouri is awful and I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here with you. I'd rather be there with her. I don't know what magic she's got going on that he just can't let her go, but it should have been a slap in her face when he married someone else, if she even found out he married someone else. You're good enough to hump for 20 years, but you're not good enough to put a ring on a finger. Come on, sister, get a clue. But if you don't know, if you ever get access to my phone number, call me and we'll have a long chit chat. I'll reveal things to you and you'll reveal things to me, and we can stick together because, yeah, women need to stick together more because if he's lying to you, he's lying to her. But anyway, we're not going to go there either. That just, like I said, these things happen. The person's complaining about, I don't want to be where you are. There's your sign. The person has a huge financial bill with their ex, with child support. There's your sign. The person has mood swings all over the map. There's your sign. And this is when we were dating, so-called dating, because whatever that means, because he was never on my team. He just pretended he was. So anyway, I saw a video on YouTube, and it's kind of alarming. She married him after 2 months of knowing him, and you don't know him. You've talked to him and had conversations for 2 months, but you didn't get to the meat and taters of who each other is. You know who that person represented themselves to be. You don't know them. And if you're rushing to get married, you'll be rushing to get divorced. Let me repeat that. If you rush to get married, you'll be rushing to get divorced. Now, are there exceptions to the rule? Of course. I've got a close friend whose parents knew each other for 2 weeks and they got married. And they had a kid and, life was grand. They almost broke up because he was trying to hang with his guy friends from work who are single, not married with a child. So you've got obligations that they don't have. And finally, his wife got tired of it and said, if you want to be single, you can be single. I'll raise this child by myself. Because all them dudes that you hanging with, your coworkers, they don't have the obligations that you have. But if you want to hang with them, you could be with them. And he flew straight, and they've been together ever since. And till death do you part is when it ended, when he passed away. But anyway, what I saw on YouTube was they got married after 2 months, and then after he used her up and spit her out, he disappeared. They had an argument, which of course sometimes people will have arguments with you on purpose because they want to run off with someone else, go to their other lovers because I'm tired of looking at your face. So I'll pick a fight with you over something stupid, so I can run away. And anyway, so he didn't speak to her for 5 months. And she filed for divorce, but she said to the host of the show, she said, well, I filed for divorce, but we still love each other and hopefully we can work it out. Work what out? You don't have anything. People really do think that saying I do and wearing a ring on your finger, sparkling jewelry, new jewelry and everything, that means something. That don't mean jack if that person doesn't love you. It don't mean jack if they don't respect you. It don't mean jack if they're truly a narcissist, bipolar, multiple personality disorder, psychotic, sociopathic, or they're just evil because that's just who they are. They never resolved their childhood issues or whatever. I mean, there's a whole host of reasons why a person's like that, but the reality is you don't have to put up with that. And sometimes people only respond when you're mean back to them. That's the only thing they understand. Because, women have a tendency, and I did it too. I wanna fix you. I took him in her particular situation, she saw potential in him. And the host said, well, potential means you don't have it going on right now. So in other words, you don't really have potential. I don't necessarily agree with that. You could have somebody working at a pizza shop, but that's when they're not going to medical school. In between going to class, they work a day or two at the pizza shop or whatever the case may be. That's not their lifetime goal, their not lifetime career. Now, if he's been working the pizza shop and he's already completed medical school or dropped out and he prefers the pizza shop, well, that's what you're signing up for because that's what's always been going on. Um, we want to fix. You can't fix people. You cannot make them love you. You cannot change your hair. I said this before, change your makeup, lose weight, get a boob job. Guys put lifts in your shoes so you're a little bit taller because she likes taller men. There's nothing you could do to make somebody love you. Zip. Nothing. Forget it. And if they are a manipulator slash narcissist, and God knows our society has tons of those, they're going to manipulate you with those temporary honeymoons. I'm so sorry we've been on the rocks, baby. I'm so sorry. It's been work. I've been busy. I got a lot of stress. My mom's in the hospital, blah, and there's a whole myriad of reasons as to why this person's doing what they're doing. Then they, you kiss and make up and exchange chocolates and make love under the stars and all this other crap. And then it reverts back to the same old BS because the honeymoon phase is designed to pull you back in. That person is working you like a puppet on a string. You cannot have more sex with them, more romantic dinners, be more considerate, give more and more and more. And one day they're going to realize, you give a lot to me and I've been so undeserving. If that person is that disrespectful, you're not going to get them to get a wake-up call. They're not going to get a freaking wake-up call. They're not going to turn into a good person all of a sudden. What you see is who they are. And when you're dating and they're still BSing you and you see those spurts of bad glossed over with extra goodness, the bad is who they really are. And we all have bad in us, snapping on people for no reason, then you gotta apologize later. You gotta eat crow and apologize later. If you're a mature adult, you know how to say I'm sorry, which is two of the hardest words for people to say. Thank you and I'm sorry are just really hard for some people to say. Anyway, you're not gonna fix anybody. You're not gonna change them. I also read on YouTube today where somebody said in capital letters, God will change him. No, he will not. Let's get that nonsense out of our head. God does not go against your free will. He's not going to snatch you up by the collar, body slam you against the wall and say, look here, you better learn to appreciate your wife. You heard? Or you better learn to respect your husband. He doesn't forcefully do anything. A gift and almost, I don't want to say a curse, but it could be a bad thing too. You have free will. God does not go against your free will. So God's not going to change him if you don't want to change. He'd have to be willing to change, or she would have to be willing to change. Okay? Who you see is who they are. And if women have this overwhelming desire to fix, I did it too. God knows I've done it. Okay? You need to fix something so bad, go in the kitchen. I could use some grits, hash browns, turkey bacon, toast, and some orange juice. If you need to fix something so bad, I could use that. That'd be cool. Okay, that's the only thing you're going to fix. You're not going to fix that person. Or husband, you're not going to fix your girlfriend slash fiance or your wife. Forget it. What you see is what you get. If that's what you want for the rest of your life, God help you. It's going to be hell on roller skates with spurts of kindness every now and then to keep you strung along and to keep you living in the fantasy world of, see, it could be better. It gets better. No, you're being played. What you see is who they are. What you see is what you're going to get. And what did I say in other videos? If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. Let me repeat that too. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. You've got to change things to make a change. And the change has to come from you, not that person. And, you've got people that are, I've heard, and I cringe when women say this, He's stepping out and he's got all these different lovers and whatever the case is, or he thinks he does, or whatever. Um, you're going to have to make a choice. Or the guy says it to his female partner. You're going to have to make a choice, either me or her, or me and or whoever. They have made a choice. They want both of you. That's why you're both being played. You make the choice. You make the choice. You make the decision for them. I've packed up your belongings. I've spoken to an attorney, and I wish you the best. Bye-bye. Okay? Come on now, people. You can't fix it. And in my case, I did it. I tried for year after year after year after year. I mean, come on. Come on. When do we get a wake-up call? You know what I'm saying? How much more can our heart take before we just realize that this is never going to change? In fact, it does change. It gets worse. Life's too short for that. Life's too short for that. So you have to reevaluate. Is this what you want the rest of your life to look like? You know what I'm saying? So, I love you guys. That was on my mind today, big time. You can't change somebody. If you want to fix something, fix me some grits and some hash browns and toast. You're not going to fix anybody. Okay? And you can't make them love you. One quick story. There was a female dentist who, I forgot what her husband did, if he was a dentist also. I can't remember. But she had girls, I don't remember, but she had babies. I think they were twins. And, women gain weight when they have kids. That's normal, right? You pop them out, and it's not that simple. You've got to, lose weight and this and that. Get on a proper diet and that kind of thing. And he was ignoring her and telling her, you're gaining weight and you're paying more attention to the kids than me. And I always liked whatever his flavor was, red hair or whatever the case is, but yet he married her and she didn't have that. I don't remember the color, so I'm just going to say red hair. And I like women with bigger boobs. And she went and canceled all her patients that day. She scheduled surgery for her breast. She got her hair dyed. She lost weight and everything. And he ran off with someone else. Not only ran off with someone else, but took her to where him and his wife were spending their honeymoon when they first got married. So she ended up running him over with the car and killing him. I don't recommend that, okay? That's, I don't recommend violence, but instead of going to the surgeon, go to your lawyer's office. Since me gaining weight, having your children is such a massive problem for you, let me resolve that problem right now, okay? You'll be hearing from my attorney. How about that? I want to give you an update on my pain. I'm having pain now. My hand is not, like I said, it's not happy that it has to do more work because of my tib fib / ankle spiral fracture, which is what I received. Oh God. I took pain meds and I'm feeling discomfort in my leg. My meds are trying to work, but they can, I don't know. You still have bad moments, whether you have pain meds or not. You're still going to have moments. And for those of you who have recently fractured something, broke a leg or whatever, one of the worst things about it is it's weight bearing. That's the reason it takes so long to heal. It's weight bearing, but another big problem is the fact that when you sit up or stand up, all that blood rushes down there. Huh. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It feels like pins and needles times 1,000. I mean, it's really, really, really painful despite pain medication. So I recommend doing it slowly. Sit up, stay sitting for a while, get up, stand there for a while, kind of let that blood go down there because, oh my God. Yeah, this isn't fun. Oh my God, this is so not fun. But anyway, I love you guys. You cannot fix someone, you cannot change them. And people who are also manipulators will go along with, yes, I agree. We should go to counseling. We have to fight for our marriage. We love each other. Sometimes that's true, and other times it's a manipulation tactic just to stall you ending the relationship, although they ended it by their behavior. They indicated that they didn't want it by their behavior. Also, for those who are narcissistic or sociopathic, psychopathic, be very careful because there are certain times when your life is at risk with these individuals. One of them is when you're pregnant. Another one is when you're leaving them or threatening to leave. If you know that someone that you're residing with is nuts, they have a violent temper for whatever reason, the medical diagnosis is totally irrelevant, but you know they have a nasty temper, do not jump in that person's face when you're having a fight and say, I'm leaving you and I'm taking the kids. I'm done. Don't freaking do that. You don't tell the enemy what your next move is going to be. That's how women get killed. Okay? Women also get killed when they, oopsie, got pregnant and he didn't sign up for that. So you end up dying and you're not able to bring forth life because he took yours. Come on, people. Don't ever let your enemy know. Don't show your hand. Like when you're playing cards, don't show your hand. Don't let your enemy know what your next move is because they'll play along. Oh, let's work it out. It's okay that you're pregnant. I didn't expect a baby. We'll work it out. I love you. And he's planning to take your life. And then he takes your life. If you don't believe me, look at the news. Happens all the time. It's been happening for many years now. It's becoming almost commonplace. Y'all better learn what birth control is. And you better learn fast. Trapping someone with a baby is not going to make them stay, okay? Makes them resent you even more. Okay? That's the oldest trick in the book and it doesn't work. You want to make someone stay with you and they resent you the whole time? Come on now. Let's be smart. All right? I love you guys. Take care. Me and my pain. Yuckadoo. I don't like pain. Sometimes you just gotta put your big girl drawers on like we used to say back in the day. I love you guys. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye.